Hey Damon, I'm just recording for you what I've said over the phone with yourself and also with Juan when we've caught up, just to help clarify, I guess, and simplify the process for what you guys want to do. So, what I understand are the two key outcomes you want to achieve. Is you want to be able to communicate with the UMS attendees, and that you also want to profile the UMS attendees. So, if I understand that right, my recommendation is to develop most of what you do website rather than inside the mobile app. And the reason for that is that if you the more data you load into the actual mobile app itself, the slower it makes people's mobile devices, and therefore the less likely it is to get approved in the app stores. There'll be plenty of people that will be happy to charge you a fortune to build an infrastructure to put together what you want to do. But I'm going to suggest something that I personally would do if it was my business. One, for time efficiency, two, for cost efficiency, and three, strategically going forward, how to best manage what you create. So you don't want to create another project center, so another set of specialists that you have to bring in to the organization. What I'm going to suggest to you is something you can integrate into existing activity from existing support staff, and in particular talking about your tech people. So what I'm recommending is that we focus on building an infrastructure website, and that we build an interface from the mobile app to the web, and in particular to the existing LOL website and the existing LOL database of clients, which feeds into the website. So every one of us that I'm aware of, Big Table at least, onwards, and alumni, have a profile on the existing website. So I'm recommending that we link in with that and your Infusionsoft software to achieve the two key outcomes that I've got there. So here's what I'm suggesting that you do, and you know the I'll talk about what you need for each one. So the pre-event communications. So I've got text directly from Laurel about this. I've spoken to you about it, and I've spoken to Juan about it. You can SMS your clients direct from your Infusionsoft software. And what you do is you just got to go into the profile in your database of each one of the registrants for the event, and give them a marking that they're registered for the event, and then you should be able to take that group of people that you've identified as UMS 2016 and SMS them. So SMS is the same as a push notification. It's in fact a little more powerful, because a push notification is only a function in a mobile app, and therefore it has to be activated by the individual. So when an app is downloaded, a person can nominate whether or not they want to receive push notifications. So what that can mean is you potentially could have some people that have deactivated push notifications, and therefore they won't be receiving them, as well as an app push notification goes to all app downloaders. So the reason I'm suggesting you use Infusionsoft and you use SMS or short messaging instead of push is that you'll get direct messaging to them with the same impact. So the open rate will be over 90% within an hour of receipt, which is what push also achieves. But with SMS, you're bypassing the need for people to have already had the app downloaded, and also, if they don't have push notification activated, you'd be missing them. Whereas this way, so long as you've got their phone number, they're going to get a text message from you. So that's what I would recommend that you use, and that's something that your existing staff should be able to activate. So therefore I think it's the most time efficient, most cost efficient, and most strategic way to do that. So what I've typed here, pre-event communications, you can SMS via Infusionsoft, so you already have what you need for that. Encourage attendees to download the app, of course, so they can be kept up to date on event related info and opportunities. So I'm going to talk about what we can and should put into the app itself to be stored on the phone as part of the data that's inside the app, and then I'm going to talk about the integration of the app, or the app connecting or interfacing with your website for the other aspects of what you want. Okay, but that's the first one. So SMS out of Infusionsoft Direct is going to be your absolute best opportunity, and don't forget, in amongst that, to get your attendees to download the app. Okay. During the event communications, you can have an updating system or screen, if you like, or section in the app. So this is something that we can put into the app for you. So we'll create a tab or a menu in the app, and within that menu you can have the event agenda, any event updates, event pics, anything you want to do to create interest in checking out the events section of the app. You can also have any call to actions that you want to for any stage offers and anything of interest that you want to include, and it might be just where everyone's meeting for drinks, etc. So this can be set up and it can be added to during the event. Just we can train an admin person on the team, so the person won't need any coding experience to update this section once it's done. It will function like updating a WordPress blog will, right? So people just need to know how to log in, where to type the stuff, how to format it if they want to put bolding or colors or whatever, how to save it, and then it will be automatically updated into the app. So this will be, again, the most time efficient, most cost efficient, and the most strategic way to go about it, because then it makes the app of interest, a point of interest. It allows you to turn the app into a continuing buying conversation with the attendees, and also just added value. So things like photos, if you can have a photographer at the event, people love having their photo taken with speakers, with other attendees at certain moments. Then also cameo photos. So photos are a great magnetic way to get people engaged, especially photos of themselves. They want to then download them, they want to share them on social media, and what I'd recommend is we create a hashtag, and that hashtag will become a marketing tool. So that's what I'm suggesting that is done there. We can set that up, and then we can show someone how to add, delete, modify content on it. So that would be what I'd recommend during the event. Then post-event, that same tab or menu that we set up, the content that we put on it after the event can be modified. Okay, so what's happening today won't be relevant anymore, but anything that you want to keep in touch with them about, any upcoming events that, say, some of your other speakers might be offering or anything like that, can all go through there. You can of course use push notification. We need to make sure at the event that everybody turns on push notification for the app. So if they have disabled it unknowingly or even knowingly, that we incentivize them to turn it back on, so that then post-event your push notification system will be effective with the event attendees. Okay, so that could just be a 10-minute on stage instructional presentation to just get it if everyone's incentivized to activate it. And the best way to incentivize them, of course, is to make it about them. So your second thing, profiling UMS attendees. If people know that there's something in it for them and they're going to get profiled through the app, then I would definitely believe anyway that people will turn on push notification. Then you will have the cut through that you're looking for longer term. Okay, and it won't be UMS specific data or info or offers that you're sending out. So this is what I'm thinking long term, the strategy for getting push notification into the mix for your marketing message. The other thing that we can do is through the UMS tab or menu, if you did want to set up profiles for UMS attendees, you can use the existing profiling on the LOL website that every one of us has. So I can log into your LOL website to my account on there, and I can access all the programs that I've purchased from that one login. And so what we can also do, or what you can get your existing tech staff to do, is set up a profile page, and the app can go to a landing page for those where there's a menu of all the clients or attendees that you want to profile, and then from there that can hyperlink out to each individual's page. So it can all be done, and like I said, that's how I would tackle it if this was my own business and I was looking for the short-term solution to pre-event, something that's powerful and meaningful during the event, and potentially profitable too. and then post-event, how to turn this into a longer-term strategy for marketing messages, starting with the UMS attendees. And then I think you can roll it out in clusters from there and incentivize your big table people, incentivize your 3 days to cash people in the same way that we, do it with UMS. So I always believe in, how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? I would start with UMS, get them rocking, and then use that as an example for the other communities, and that will ultimately increase the power of the app or the purpose and place of the app. But more importantly, it'll keep all the data and the main information. So the density of data will be stored websites that will just be stored on your existing hosting account. Any existing webmaster will be able to edit it. You won't need to engage a new mobile team in addition to your web team and then have these different centers that aren't talking to each other. What I'm recommending here is total integration, effectiveness, and the empowerment. So anyone that can do any web programming will be able to keep the relationship between the app and your marketplace relevant. So anyway, that's it from me on that. And like I said, the bit that we can do, we can set up the integration so that the talking links, if you like, and the visual links and the user experience between the app and the web. Basically there's no additional cost other than the existing labor, this as another project. But there'll be plenty of app developers around that'll be happy to take 20K upwards to develop something for you if you want to go down that path. I just personally wouldn't. Anyway, this is not my game anymore. I'm not trying to get any business out of it. Just giving you the advice of what I believe is best. My wheelhouse now is World Ventures. That's my focus. It's the most powerful model for business that I've come across in a long time. We're having great success with it. I clearly want to roll it out with you guys. So that's my focus. But, as a sideline, this is what I've, put some thought into for you, and know that it's the best way for you to move forward. Okay, guys, that's it from me. Bye.